Welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us, as always, is Teriah, our level 5 Earth Power Toon, of course part of the new update DLC content pack here in DC Universe Online. It's been a while since we've seen you, Teriah. Nice to have you along, and of course if you joined us in the last Teriah episode, you'll know we're over here where we're having to defeat Gorilla Technicians. We've got 6 out of 10 of those. It looks like one of them is already onto us for some reason, and we've also got to hack Grodd's Gorilla Neural Arrays as well, and that's one right down there in front of us. Of course, it's been a while since we've seen Teriah, so I thought it was high time that we get on her and have a bit of a romp around. Now, for those of you who are asking if we're going to see Elektra, we'll be seeing her in the next episode, and of course she is our villain, our electrifying villain. We've got 2 of the new DLC content characters on the go at the moment, one of them being Teriah here and the other being Elektra. And don't forget, we've still got Jordan to get through to a level 30 as well. But before we get on with the questing, just got a couple of shout outs as always. Love to say g'day to you guys. First up, we've got one here from Evil Dr. Pork Chop, and they say, can I please have a shout out for my character Sectoramus? You most certainly can. Big hello to you. Another shout out here from Bran Minecraft Gamer, and they say, hi Sambo, I've been watching your videos for ages now. You're funny and amazing, and could I please have a big shout out in your next video, and I'd love to join your guild. Now, of course, if you'd like to join the league, you have to follow the instructions that are always linked in the description below this video. So big hello to you, Bran Minecraft Gamer. Nice to have your support. Another one here from Liastro23, and they say, Sambo, you have the best vids. Could you please give me a shout out in the next one? You most certainly can. Liastro23, a big hello to you. Another one here from Mr. Halimonium, and they say, hey, I love your vids. I love the way you comment. Can I please get a shout out to my character, which is Wintry Tempest? And of course, we've seen Wintry Tempest in some of our League Alert videos, so nice to say hello to you, and thank you very much for your support. Got another one here from RobLocksLover729, and they say, hey, I'm a big fan, if not the biggest, not meaning the fattest. Yes, alright, we understand what you mean there, but anyway, can I please get a shout out in one of your upcoming episodes? I'm new to DC Universe, and do you have any starter tips? I've watched the whole series within 3 months. Good lord, I'm a big fan. Remember, if you can shout out me, that would be nice. RobloxLover729, and by the way, the tip would be indeed to watch the series. That's what it's here for, is to give you lots of tips, so make sure you watch all the episodes. We've got another one here from Zugos Hudius. Good lord, I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe it's Zugos Hudius 1, and they say, Sambo NZ, can I please get a shout out, pretty please? I'm a big fan, I watch every video, and I love you. So far, the best commentator ever. See you in the next league event run, and a big wave to you as well. So I hope to see you at our weekly league events, which of course are always held in the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom if we do our villains. Nice to hear from you, Zugos Hudius. So there we go, folks, and reminding you, if you'd like a shout out in any of our episodes, all you need to do is ask. But in the meantime, we've got questing to do with good old Teriah here. I think we're going to start off with these Gorilla Technicians. There we go, and of course locking on with the tab key here. We've got a couple of abilities we can use. Throwing the good old rocks. There we are. And seems like we can take these guys down okay with our big two-handed hammer. Of course, this is the first toon that we're using a two-handed hammer on, so it's lots and lots of fun, something new for me. And thank goodness, of course, that we have our flight abilities, making it a lot easier to get around, especially up here. And with our combos, I'm pretty sure that we've got ourselves a leap, which is always handy, so we can, let's have a look, jump in there. Yes, we can, that's good. Of course, it would help if I didn't target a barrel. Gorilla Technicians is what we're after, 9 out of 10 already.
Good. Until that device loses power, you can free people from Grodd's devolution effects. Help citizens, and get that tech off the streets.
There we go. Alright, so I think we are done. Yes, we are. Alright, so we've got to, you heard the man, defeat and re-evolve citizens. And if we follow the little arrow on our map that's over this way, let's have a look on the actual map and see if we can see where it is. Okay, just over the way. Now, of course, because we're only level 5, we don't have our super speed ability yet. You guys will be familiar with that, but it means that we're just a little bit slow. We can dive bomb down and go at a faster speed, but then once you level out, you actually go back to normal slow speed. So yes, it does seem very slow traveling around after having our super speed on all of our other characters. That's okay. Once we hit level 9, we'll be able to get that and power around. Right, now here we go. Defeat and re-evolve citizens. I presume it's this devolving citizen here. That's what we need. And yeah, there we go. So we knock them out, and then they get the little use ability above their head. And yes, they get re-evolved into normal citizens. So at least we're doing a good job here, cleaning up the street from Grodd's trash and getting humans back after they're devolved. It's a horrible process. Don't know what he's thinking. Of course, he thinks that he's a superior race and that humans are inferior and that devolving them is better for everyone. We know that that's not quite true, Gorilla Grodd. Alright, there we go, using our abilities to get rid of these guys fairly quickly, and then just simply holding E to use them, of course. Nice and easy. Oop, bit of server lag going on. Let's hope it doesn't carry on. Now, I must admit there was a patch, quite a big patch when I logged in, a big game update, and as you guys know, it's pretty normal for there to be a few laggy spots first thing after a patch. That's okay, we will work through it. Oh, stunned there.
Help!
There we go, using our abilities, and yep, that took him down. Nice. Devolving Citizen, that's what we're after. Swinging our big mighty, well, I'm going to say our mighty Thor hammer, although of course that's the complete wrong universe. We're in the DC universe, not the Marvel universe. But speaking of which, let me know in the comments below, guys, have you seen the Avengers? Good old Joss Whedon making a comeback there. I'm so proud of him. It's amazing. Do you know, apparently it has smashed the box office, and had apparently the original record for the biggest opening weekend gross was held by Harry Potter.
Gorilla Technician report.
Back
An
off.
ingenious device. It breaks down human genetic material for easy manipulation.
You saved me. Grodd nearly.
Thank you very much. Yes, so it was previously held by Harry Potter, and apparently the Avengers has completely smashed that record, which is just amazing. I'm so happy because I love Joss, and Joss we trust. Big fan of Firefly, Serenity, all the rest of it, Dr. Horrible, sing-along blog, etc., etc. The list goes on and
I owe
on.
you my life. Grodd was trying to.
Now, of course, he's got everything to be proud of, with the Avengers taking out the all-time record for an opening weekend. Good on you, Joss. Amazing movie, by the way, if you haven't already seen it.
I could feel my humanity slipping away.
All right, there we go. You can see we're already finished with our task, and we have to head off to our new one already, which is to overload the Devolution Units. So, yeah, Gorilla Grodd's not exactly going to be one of our biggest fans at the moment. We're really taking it to him. And that, of course, is great because he's all part of the current quest line, and anything we can do to put a spanner in his works is exactly what we're going to be doing. There's a transformed citizen. Yes, that's right. It's a gorilla in a business suit. Only in this game. Alright, here we go. Here is clearly a devolution unit. There we go, 1 out of 10 done. Might as well take out these lieutenants at the same time, because any XP is good XP, of course. And I'd say that anywhere in this area are the devolution units. But you can see what I can see over here. A scout, and that means I'd say that we're going to get some kind of task that is to do with these guys, so we might as well pick it up at the same time. You know, we've been caught out in the past where we do a whole bunch of questing, then discover one of these guys and have to go and do it all again. So let's see if we can pick it up right at the beginning.
Hey, keep your head down. There's monkeys all over the place here. I'm trying to hack into Grodd's communication network, but I can't get through security. I bet some of the Gorilla Brigadiers around here have access codes. See if you can grab a few and hack this communication array. We can use the intel.
There we go, get the access codes from Gorilla Brigadiers invading Little Bohemia in Metropolis, which of course is exactly where we are. So I'd say we're going to come across some Brigadiers. We have a good look around. Let's have a look at the club there. What do we got? Got lieutenants. I don't know if lieutenants are the Brigadiers. Let's swing this hammer around. Got the hammer throw. There we go. Alright, no, so I'd say we're looking for Brigadiers, specifically named mobs. Can't see any just yet. we go, whirlwind there. Our special abilities taking them down. Love the big hammer, by the way. Really do feel like the mighty Thor. Oh, and I remember this part, we are going to get swamped. I think we got swamped here on Electra and all of our other characters as well. Got to be really careful because these transformed citizens, if I remember rightly, have a ridiculously high respawn rate. Now you can see those devolution units have a timer on them too, by the way. So we do have to be a little bit careful in that we can catch them before that timer runs out. There we go. 3 out of 10 of those. Now we're looking for these Brigadiers. Still can't find any. A little bit of lag there as well. Not doing too badly. Let's hope it holds out for the entire episode. So just again reminding you guys, it is absolutely not my Vista. Those woes are long gone. It's just after every patch, I seem to get a little bit of lag. I'm not sure why. Alright, so that one had run out. Now we're looking for these Brigadiers. Got lieutenants there. Oops, he's caught onto us. Got a good old hammer throw there. Just trying to do our swing. There it is. Good stuff. Now, has that devolution unit got a countdown timer on it? No. And you can see it exploded up out of the way there because we were just too late. This one, no, same deal. So you've really got to catch them quite quickly. Let's help this guy out. There we go. Although we don't want to steal his devolution unit. Oh, no, he's not after them. Alright, there we go. Now again, we don't need these lieutenants. But that's okay because we'll take him out anyway because it is, there you go, you can see XP. Good old hammer throw there. Oh, and we've got a swarm of them again. These transformed citizens just respawning so very quickly. But managing to take them out quite okay, thank goodness. Alright, there we go. A devolution unit has reappeared. We've got 8 out of 10. We're doing very well with those. This one, though, has expired. No good for us. Now, we just want to see what these green items are on the map. I think they're other players. Yes, they are. Oh, there's a devolution unit, and I think we were just a little bit too late. Yes, I saw you, transform citizen. Now, by the way, level 5, we're about halfway through level 5. Can't wait to get to level 6 so we can try out some new Earth powers. We've only got a couple here. So we've only really had a very light taste of what the Earth power set, the DLC content is like on this character. Got a wee way to go yet. Oh, look at that. That'll make this 9 out of 10 overloading the units there.
Initiating demolition process.
Good stuff. Now, has this one? No, that expired as well, unfortunately. Locking on there, try and get the maximum DPS onto single targets, and I think we're going to have a drink just to be on the safe side. Oh, and look at this, we've got ourselves a devolution unit. I don't think we're going to be able to... No, are we? Yes, no. Oh, God, get out of the way. These guys keep interrupting us. Oh, boy, we are going to die here, I think. I don't think there's any way out of it. If we do get out of it, we're going to be extremely lucky. Oh, what? Oh, he woke up. That's hardly fair. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. We actually made it. We killed that guy and we lost the devolution unit. Oh, God. Things like that are so frustrating. Seriously, we had it. And then that guy somehow just magically reappeared. That's rubbish if you ask me. Anyway, Southwood Ho. You can see we're 9 out of 10. We're so close we can taste it. Nearly there. And of course, this is very painful because we have to travel so very slowly. Ugh. Anyway, it's not all bad, folks. We've got ourselves a nice blue collectible here. Let's grab that.
This is Lois Lane and Daily Planet Live with an update on Earth's greatest defender, Superman. Called the Man of Steel, Superman came to Earth after his own planet, Krypton, was destroyed. He uses his amazing powers to champion truth and justice, and now to mentor our new heroes alongside Batman and Wonder Woman.
Thank you, Lois Lane. You know what, I do like all the little snippets you get there, little lore snippets. Nice little touch.
Hurting cell proliferation.
Alright, time for some sweet revenge if you ask me. Swing that hammer around. And now, can we get this before we're interrupted? Yes, got it. Look at that. Hit J to open our journal. That, of course, means that we are done. And it looks like we get ourselves, oh, look at that, a Carillion exocracker.
The Flash is out of contact. He's always beaten Grodd before. Grodd is definitely out for revenge.
Thank you, Oracle. Look at that nice two-hander, Carillion exocracker.
This is Superman. We're not gonna let Grodd win this one. If you can find the Flash inside his base, the two of you can take down Grodd.
Wow, okay, that sounds like it's an actual instance mission. First things first though, we want to have a good look at this loot that we've got and see if we can equip it. Let's go into our inventory and what is it? Yeah, look at that. Plus 4.4 damage per second more than what we've got. Extra 35 health, extra 2 precision, extra 26 might. That is a veritable pant load of awesome stats for us, and luckily it's a style that's not collected as well. And look at that, well equipped. Collect 10 styles, another feat for us. Also got ourselves some new feet that we haven't put on yet. These are biosculpted battle treads, and they give us an extra 22 defense, extra 26 health, extra 5 precision, and 3 more might. Also in a style biomech that we have not collected, so we're definitely going to grab those. Alright, so now we're all equipped. Let's go into our journal and see what we've got here. And you can see, yeah, the hunt for Grodd, that's going to take us inside Gorilla Grodd's little lair, I think. Maybe we'll pop in there. I know we haven't got much time left in the episode, but perhaps we can at least go in and check it out. And if we don't get to finish it in time, at least we've dipped our toes in the water. You can see we've also got all of these other things. We've got meet with the Swamp Thing in the Watchtower. We've got to get the access codes from Gorilla Brigadiers. Maybe that's the one that we actually should do now, I guess. Yeah, with the amount of time we've got left in the episode, I think we'll do that. Let's track that and see exactly where we need to go. Alright, so it's just down the bottom here. I don't remember seeing any Brigadiers though. Maybe they're on these platforms. We'll drop down. Oh, they are! After all that, look at that. They're actually on the platform. Silly me. There we go, 1 out of 10. Alright, let's go platform hopping and see if we can pick these all up. At least then we'll have cleared this out of our log by the end of our episode today. And there we go, 2 out of 10 of the access codes. Good stuff. Feel like we're platforming. Feels like we're in Mario or something. Yeah, not quite. Alright, lock on to the Brigadier. Smash that hammer. And of course, again, this is our new hammer here. And you can see it's a totally different style. And we're doing a whole lot more damage as well, which is fantastic. Much needed. We were a little light on it before. Now we've got no worries. And you can see we've got 4 out of 10 of these access codes already. Doing very well. Lock on to the Brigadier. Yeah, we're really ripping through these. In fact, you know what? If we'd had that hammer before, somehow I don't think we would have died. Because our DPS is just so much better now. Look at that. Taking out all 4 of them in basically one foul, swooping mass of blurring two-handed mighty Thor. Brilliant greatness. There, how's that for a description? Yeah, okay, try and write that one out. Alright, what do we got? 6 out of 10 of these codes, doing very well. Hulk smash with a two-handed smash hammer thing. Yeah, not quite. You can see now we're about 2/3 of the way through level 5 as well, so these quests are really doing a lot of good for us in terms of XP, especially when we hand them in, of course. Hopefully the guys up here have respawned, and yes they have, good stuff. Although it's only a soldier, not a brigadier, unfortunately. We might have to travel a little bit more far and wide. I love that ability, by the way. Fantastic. There we go. 9 out of 10 of the code. Smash. Boy, that, yeah, man, do so much damage with that hammer. Fantastic. Alright, got anyone there? No, we might be a bit early. Who's down here? A soldier. That's okay, we'll still take him out. XP is XP. And maybe while we're here, there it is, the Brigadier has indeed spawned. So we'll leap over to that one, pick it up, and that will complete our quest, I'd imagine. And there we go, all done. Now we've got a new objective here, which is to hack the communication array, and it looks to me like it's the little spot there. It could be, yeah, it's this one here right by the scout. There we go. Alright, all done by the looks of things. Well done us. Get the access codes from Gorilla Brigadiers invading Little Bohemia. We are done. Get ourselves a couple of soda colas there. All done. Nice to have that out of the way. Now, also, seeing as we're in Little Bohemia, you can see Boardwalk Assault here. I think we've got another section that we need to do here. Let's track that and see what happens. See where it is on the map. Should be pretty close. Yes, it is. Look at that. It's just up to the northwest, so it's not far away. I think we've got time in this episode to carry on and do a little bit more. Yes, we have. And you can see, basically, we've got to disable the Gorilla teleporters. So it's good that we're tidying away all these little quests that were sideline quests. We've got Brainiac Invasion also, which is probably in the same area it is. So I think we'll do all of these and tidy them away before we go into Grodd's lair. I'd like to get them out of the way because, as always, in our other episodes, you know what happens. We forget about them and then they just sort of disappear and dwindle off the bottom and we don't get any decent rewards for them. Now, how awesome, by the way, is that view as we soar over the top of the Queensland Boardwalk? There it is. Always thought this was a particularly well-designed zone in terms of the art style. Fantastic. Right, so we've got to disable Gorilla teleporters. I think it's these things here. Not too sure. Soon find out. Alright, maybe it's not because that hasn't counted up. I know I always get confused about these things, but we're definitely in the right zone. You can see on the mini-map there. Maybe it's some other thing. I know there's a couple of different types of machines here. Come on, away you go. We're not interested in a fight right now.
No! I will not serve you, Grodd!
You'd think they were the teleporters, but clearly they're not. Help out our fellow superheroes here. Alright, let's keep having a look around. Maybe, oh, I've just seen something. I've got a funny, yeah, there they go. That's the ones. Get rid of these Gorilla technicians. There we go, 1 out of 5 done. Only just managed to get that, by the way, before we got interrupted. Oh, and knocked back as well. There we go. Right, now we're looking for more. There we are. There's one over there. Let's grab that one. See if we can do it without being interrupted. And you can see that the actual disabling of the transport brings in those troopers as well. So, got to be prepared for that. Alright, there's another one over here. Oh, there's 2 more actually.
Preparing space portal is now stable.
Oh, just managed to squeeze that one in before we got hit. Swing that hammer. Can we grab this one before we're interrupted? No. Yeah, I was going to say, I got a funny feeling we're actually being attacked from somewhere else. Oh, and boy, do we need a cola. Oh, that was good timing. Nearly died then. rather than steal that from that player, we'll hop over and grab this one over here.
Portal is now stable. Precise
And we're done.
overriding sequence Gorilla transport.
Excellent. Look at that beautiful view of Metropolis over in the background there. Isn't that amazing? Such an amazing job these guys have done with bringing the city to life. It really does feel like you're in the comic book universe itself. Amazing. Love it. Anyway, let's press J to open up our journal. See what we've got here. Destroy Grodd's fuel cells and teleportation units. Get ourselves a couple of soda colas there. And look at that. Complete 10 missions. Congratulations to us. And we've got another one there in the mist as well. Complete all survival of the fittest story arcs. And we've got ourselves a couple there. Very, very nice. Let's open up our journal now. And you can see we've got the Brainiac invasion. Poisonous Desire. That's in the Watchtower. The invasion, though, is in Little Bohemia. Let's see if we can track that and see where that is.
This is Oracle. Brainiac's forces are attacking. Talk to Officer Vega at the police station for more.
Alright, that's the one we need to talk to, I think. Yeah, let's have a look. Where is it? Is it over there? I think it's in there. Doesn't look too far away. We've got a couple of minutes left in the episode, so I think the least we can do is make our way over to the police station, and that's a good place probably to log out, and then we'll be able to chat with Officer Vega and start on the Brainiac stuff, because it looks like we've completed the Grodd storyline arc, which of course was all centered around the boardwalk there, and that's because we started off in the police station over here, and it's just out in the front of it. So it's a good little starting entry point into the game, by the way. I love the Grodd little quest storylines. And we've still got the story instance itself to finish off, and that'll happen in a future episode. Boy oh boy, it really does feel slow when you haven't got super speed when you're used to it. By the way, you can see we're only a bar and a half away from leveling up to level 6, so we are slowly getting up to the point where we're going to be able to get some super speed, and boy, I can't wait. Hello, Joker. Oh yes, we love you as well. We especially like your particular quest area over in Amusement Mile, one of my favourites, as you guys know all too well. Here he is, Officer Vega. This is definitely who we were after. Let's have a bit of a chat.
Brainiac is...
This is Oracle. You took out a Brainiac ship, so taking out his forces on the ground should be a cakewalk. He's staging his front line nearby. Head over there and kick some can.
Kick some can? We sure can do that, and of course we're going to have to wait till the next episode before we do that. But it's going to be good to do some Brainiac butt kicking, because we don't like him, but we do like attacking his forces, all the robots of course. And by the way, don't you love the scenery here in the Metropolis PD? It is fantastic, although I notice, unless it's been moved, maybe it's up the top there, there used to be that emblem on the floor down here. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't know why that's not there anymore. Anyhow, while we're here and before we sign out, let's grab another Booster Gold exploration quest.
Hi, I'm Booster Gold. You might remember me from other exploration adventures such as Chinatown, Gotham's East End, and the harrowing Suicide Slum. Today's exploration will take us to Metropolis University, a world-class institution of higher learning.
Thank you, Booster Gold. And yes, we remember doing these exploration missions many times before. Anyhow, folks, that's it. We are completely out of time now. Certainly hope you enjoyed this Earth-powered Teriah episode. It's great to be on her, by the way, and I can't wait till she levels up more. We get the super speed and start seeing some more of the Earth power set. In the meantime, folks, it's time to get out of here. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and Teriah, our level 5 Earth-powered, super-powered superhero, so I'm saying take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.